2 videos in one day, making progress. So I was actually just working on my website, and I'm trying to build my brand, right? So I want to be fully transparent with people so that they understand that what I'm going through and what they may go through or may have gone through or may be going through can be relatable. So I said, like, I want to do a health and wellness branding site where I can teach people how to look at their triggers, how to change their diet, how to do a body recomposition. But then on my website, I was actually thinking about this just like right now. I have 2 spots where I can give you a diet plan and I'm going to charge you for that. And then I have another part where I can show you a fitness workout and charge you for that. But at the end of the day, that's just me making money essentially, probably just going through Google or doing stuff that I've done in the past. So, like, I've played lots of sports: baseball, football, golf, soccer, wrestling, um, tennis, basketball. Like, I've done every sport out there, and I've trained with everything. I've lifted heavy weights because I thought, hey, lifting heavier was better. Um, I know how to do the cardio, but at the end of the day, I think I just want people to know that if I'm being upfront with people, essentially what you would be doing in those situations is you're not paying for me to give you a workout or a diet plan. You're just paying for me using my time to source everything for you so that when you have the discipline and you're willing to do it, because I can show you how to get things done, but then you have to want to show yourself every day that you're willing to put in that work and effort. And that's the hardest mentality, is when you realize what you're willing to give up, whether it's today, tomorrow, for the next 5 years, because you think there's something longer. Whereas the mentality is now to try to teach everyone, like, live your best life today because tomorrow's not guaranteed. And that's fair, right? Like, you should live your best day today. But then I also want to wake up tomorrow knowing that I'm the healthiest, best version of myself, just in case I end up winning the lottery. Who knows, right? Like, wouldn't that be a better story, a better outcome? So when I go through this website, divinityvirtue.com, and right now I'm building up the website. There's a few more things I need to do. There's areas that show just how to change your thought process or not be negative, and it's not that. Maybe it's just a way so that people can, if there's something that's in your head, maybe it's just a positive vibe. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't even know how it's going to make money. Like, I'm trying to be almost a life coach without going through the life coaching thing. I've read 2 books so far, and honestly, I think that's who I am. Is I've always gone to school, or I've always played sports. Like, I've always kept myself busy. When you keep yourself busy, you have less times to hang out, get yourself into trouble. And I have 2 degrees and 13 designations behind my name. So I know how to study. So essentially, I think when you're coming to me and I'm going to provide a consulting service to you, I want to study your life essentially, what works good for you, what doesn't work good for you. You're paying me to show, like, I'm that's what I do. Is if I know how to study, I know how to read something and repeat it. But then let's make it so that like there's parts on my website that I want to, if your end goal is to become a geologist, okay? So what? It takes 4 year degree, probably plus a year or two of like just trying to get in somewhere. So that's 6 years. And then if you do get in somewhere, it's probably a year or two before you're intermediate. So that's 8 years. So before you even probably see that goal, you have to realize that there's a 10-year step. So now what are you willing to get rid of? So in those 10 years, are you willing to cut down on your TV time to study? Are you willing to get rid of some of the friends that don't help you get ahead? Like these are all the things that you would be doing. So it's not that I'm, because this goes back to my other video. Like who am I and what are you buying from me? You're buying honesty from me. And I may not know your life, but I can study. I can see the different steps, different paths. I can put it together so that it looks like a funnel, like a tree. And essentially, what you have to do is you look at the paths and go, hey, you know what? This works for me. I can cut this out. I can cut this out. I can focus more on this. This is the path. Maybe that's what I'm trying to do. Because when I look at my website and I'm looking at like diet, my diet every day for the last 2 years is clean. I will probably post a video. Honestly, when you see what I eat, it's every day last 2 years. But my logic behind that is if I know what I'm eating, my highs and lows are different. I have no fast food tendencies. Sure, I spend a little bit more because I eat a little bit healthier stuff. But if I have no addictions, I'd rather have that health. That health is something that just, I'm telling you, grab onto it. This life is beautiful. Whatever's going on today, tomorrow's a new day. So I'll show you my diet later. And then like I was just even watching a video. So like I can show you how to do a body recomposition and charge you. And I really can because if you see my before picture, and I'll probably post that eventually. I actually just looked at my wallet to see if my wallet was around. I will honestly post it. But I'm going to show you guys like I was a big boy, and I ate fast food, drank lots, just take care of my body. Now every day is the same thing every day, and I'm starting to see the fat burn off. I'm on visceral fat right now, which means it's like the layers of fat that has been there for like my entire life. Baby fat, maybe. Who knows? I don't even know. I'm not a dietitian, nutritionist, any of that stuff. I'm just saying that consistency, doing everything A to Z, and being disciplined, you will get ahead. So, like, when you come through me, and what I'm trying to sell is honesty, I'm not going to say it's an easy path. Nothing. Nothing's easy. Unless you somehow just win the lottery, come from a wealthy family, they all have their problems. You'll flies come around like there's no tomorrow. You'll see it. But like, if when you come through me and you say, hey, he's charging such and such for a diet plan, it's going to be a diet that I know about. I'm going to give you recipes that I can find off of Google, but I'm going to make it so that it's a presentable version so that if it takes me an hour or two, I can, I know certain tendencies of things to work out. Like I know calisthenics. I know how to lift heavy. I know how to, if you want to lean out, I know exercises like that. So I have no problem. Like I don't want people to think that I'm ever trying to sell something that I've never done or don't believe in. Because right now I live my life very just as straight line as it can be. And that's because I don't need the highs and lows. Like when you lift heavy, your body hurts a lot more, but you're gonna get bigger. So like I can understand that, and I can show you different types of exercises. I have been in that stage. Right now, I'm in the body recomposition, and it's 2 hours a day on the elliptical. And I was just watching a video on YouTube where they say like take off 20%. So if I'm burning 2,700 calories, let's just say I'm burning 2,200 calories. That's a lot. But my diet is 4,500 to 5,000 a day, but it's clean. So essentially at the end of the day, I'm still putting in 2,000 or more calories, but it's all clean calories. So I've focused my day to day on that. And I could show you this, but you're going to have to want to put in the time. You're going to have to say, hey, I need to be at the gym. I need to do at least, just starting out, 6 miles, 10 kilometers. Like if it takes you 3 hours, so be it. But then it's just, maybe that's my way of thinking. It's just the willpower of going, yo, if I don't have anything else to do, might as well just sit here and burn it out. And you can say, oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, you are. I'm going to tell you this because there's a lady that I see every day at the gym. And now she goes, you're watching me. And I go, of course I'm watching you. And she goes, how many days am I here in a row? I go, 6 days. You show up tomorrow, I'll be really impressed. I've missed 8 days in the last 2 years. I'm going to tell you, everyone knows me on that machine going, yo, that guy goes to town. I'm going to tell you, like, I still don't have a six pack. I got 25, 35 pounds to go before I even see a six pack. I'm starting to see muscles. Like, that's nice. That's nice, right? I'm going to tell you, every day. I eat clean every day. So you have to be willing to give up what you're willing to give up. I'm going to tell you, so if you're coming through me, you're the consulting on the diet and the fitness and all that stuff, it's me just giving up. You're paying for my time. I'm going to show you what I think will work best for you, and I'm just going to make it look good for you. It's up to you if you want to do it. That's just taking a little bit of your time out of the day so you can focus on other stuff. That's what you're doing when you're coming to me. Is instead of having it in the back of your mind, you bring it to me as the forefront. I'm going to put it in my time. I'm going to spend my time trying to make out the paths that work for you. That way, I can justify a $40 an hour diet plan. It takes me 3 hours. At least you'll have a nice breakfast, nice lunch, nice dinner. Different ways of cooking, different recipes, hot, cold. All you have to do is follow the steps. I'm just making the steps. You can focus on whatever you need to focus on. If it's your kids, your family, your work, then do it that way. Let me focus on something and then you guys integrate it into your life. And that's what it should be is that I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be that person that you're going to come to. And if I can't figure out a way, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't figure out a way. But if I can figure out a way, I'm going to give you every path that I think, and you just find the one that works the best for you. You got to give up something to get something. That's how it goes. The pie never gets bigger. You just got to give up rid of the pie for whichever part you want most of in life. So find the top three things in your life that make you happy and focus on that because that's what's going to get you further in this life. So yeah, this was a good video. Honestly, divinity virtue. God bless. You gotta take your losses before you become the boss. Let's just try to be 1% better every day. Honestly, thank you. This was, I finally got 2 views. So that's cool. I just, I'm going to keep working. I'm actually reading another book. I'll talk about it later, but it's very interesting because all these books are about 700 to 1,000 pages. And for a guy who doesn't like to read, I'm going all in for this company. Maybe I won't have the certifications behind my name, but I'm good at studying. And maybe that's what I'm trying to show you guys is that I do have degrees. I do have 1,300 certificates behind my name. So maybe I don't need the certificate on this one because that's just another thing behind my name. But maybe I'm showing you life experiences. My word is true and honest, and that my my schooling, my certificates, and everything else is true, then maybe I don't need to go to schooling for this. Maybe I just need to keep studying the books, keep focusing, and just do it every day, 1% better. Thank you very much. God bless. Amen.